basically we were building it, and then the news was saying that COVID was coming.
Okay.
Which is, ooh, it's hard enough to build a place, let alone watch the news and be like, I don't think it's gonna come over. I don't think it's gonna. If you remember, Seattle was where it first touched down in the United States.
Yeah.
As soon as it was like, I think it was Everett, Washington or something. It was like 2 hours north. I was like, oh, this is a wrap.
So that might have been a blessing then. If you some PPP loans.
No, because you had to be open for like a year to get EIDL and PPP. Wow. Yeah, we had no help.
You couldn't lie like everybody else.
Man, I tried to create. I have an auto detail business. I have a dog grooming business. Are you shitting me? I clean shoes. I was coming up with everything. All of them were like, nothing was working. So no, we just fought on our own. We just fought it. You know what I'm saying? And survived. And so we were at the first location for 5 years. Now we're at a brand new location downtown on the Marriott block.
Dope.
From Tacoma, but it's that's it. Like this is it. For my city, we're in the most peak spot, best location it could be, and now it's like we're thriving like crazy.
But you're a veteran though. You've been doing comedy for like 26 years?
20, somewhere between 23 and 24.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. I've been that's what I'm saying. I've been at it for a minute. You know what? We've met before, and it's worth me talking about for a second, Charlamagne. So I was working with Jesse Collins Entertainment as a crowd warm-up, and they did this show, Hip Hop Hollywood Squares.
Oh, and, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, and Jess was the square, and DC was the square, and other like cast members from Wild 'N Out and stuff were squares.
That's when D-Ray was hosting it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I really wanted to be in a square. Like when soundstage would be empty, I'd be sitting in a square. And like to the point where they like over headsets, like Lat was like, Nate Jackson out of the square. Like just total rejection. Like like this is for stars. Entertain the crowd, which is mad humbling, right? Like I've been won the Bay. I did all the accolades and stuff, and I'm looking at who my peers are, and I'm like, you cuss on here? Yeah. I was like, I fuck with all of them, but goddamn, nigga can't get a square. Let me get just like one of them shitty episodes, like episode 14 out of 15 that y'all done threw to the low budget one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Man, they put me out the chair. So we were on a break in between two segments, and I was so upset this day, man. You have one of them days where you like, man, fuck all this?
Yeah.
That's what I was on. And Tip was like in the top left square, and we had met before, and he told me to play. He was like, he wanted me to play Juvenile. You see that 98 Mercedes?
400 degrees. 400 degrees.
He was like, hey, play that.
Yeah.
So I played that.
I remember the day now. You talking now. I do. Ben Shields was there.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so he was up there. So in the break, we were like, come in. And so Tip was like doing that. And then I came down, and you were either on the bottom one or the left one, but you were right there. And you were like, yo, you're killing it. I was like, excuse me? And you were like, dog, I fuck with like I can't remember exactly what you said, but you were like, I fuck with like, the crowd work guys. I fuck with the little guy because I was the little guy, man. I came up under Wendy and I grinded. I got it out the mud. When I see y'all, I watch. I was like, nigga, you don't even know what that did for me that day.
Wow.
Oh, mamas. And I'm just telling you, the little things like that, I was like, you know what? Let me just play my role. Let me do my shit, and let me just, you know what I'm saying? But that was heavy that day.
I remember that day because when 400 Degrees came on, all of us that from the South started rapping it. Like,
right,
everybody got eat shit and talk rap.
Yeah.
Like, that was a great day.
You see that 98 Mercedes on TV? I bought that. And I looked up and all 9 squares is rock. I was like, okay.
And I remember you doing the crowd work, but I remember you being a little bit bigger.
Okay.
I remember
you being bigger too, nigga. What is that? Wow. This came right for us. Just like, welcome to the show. God damn. Welcome to the Don't Eat Breakfast Club. Because we're trying to lose weight. Yeah, man. I went fruit and veggie raw at the on May 1st. And I lost 38.5 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm just like melting. And so now I'm like trying to introduce, some white meats back and whatever, just because I was like, man, there's too much chicken going by. Everybody's like, yeah, we eat, but you not. So I basically just eat around the outside of the grocery store, stay out the middle. And so I've just been melting away.
Was it a scare? Was it a scare, or you just wanted to get healthier? Or the reason why?
I want to see where my dick connects to my body.
Okay.
I got you.
See my eyes. That makes sense.
You also addressed that.
Yeah, I had a joke about it. I'm like, I can see the first 7 inches, but that first 5, I can't see that part.
Yeah.
That's a joke. But No, I just wanted to lose some weight, man. I mean, we lost Teddy Ray. We lost.
Yeah.
No, I ain't laughing at that now. I'm still laughing at the dick joke.
Yeah, they did the math.
You can't do a dick joke and start shouting out dead people.
The niggas had dicks too. The fuck? Anyway,
So I was in for a second, not laugh at, but rest in peace to so and so.
Right.
Man, but you know what? I noticed in your special you talk about it a lot and eating. You got a lot of food jokes or whatever.
I did like 4 minutes of just break the ice.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know,
And then they're like,
right
"Oh,
at
that's
the
what we're
top.
gonna take for the national clip. That's gonna be your trailer." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So now I'm okay. What about all the other stuff I said?
But how does it impact now? Because now you lost a lot of weight. You know, I'm guessing you're still coming down, right? So how does that affect your comedy now? Like you still doing the food jokes?
You can. I mean, it was not. I don't have. I had food jokes, but it was more about weight loss jokes and temptation. And you can have that at any weight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was crafted where I was like, I think I'm losing weight, but I can still get these jokes off. You know what I mean? But at the end of it, I write a lot, and that's what the crowd work is. You're writing on the spot, so just switch it up.
Is there anything that you stay away from? Like, you know, because I feel like the world is so sensitive now. Like, you say one thing, oh, we're going to cancel you. Is there anything that you stay away from, or you like, fuck it?
I kind of am with everything, but I will tread lightly around, some politics stuff. Because they've just been it's so magnetized, at a point people are like, I don't even care what you're talking about no more because he's obviously not. I'm like, man, just chill out. I want everybody to laugh first, right? That's why it's called Super Funny. That's the theme of the show. Love hard, eat good, and laugh to your fullest. So that's the thing. That's what it is.
Do you think people dive into this? I was gonna say, do you think people miss the funny in things because they want to cancel you? They are looking for something to be hurt or affected by. I remember one time you just laughed. It wasn't. It could be a black joke, a white joke, a gay joke, a straight joke. It didn't matter. If it was funny, it was funny. And now I feel like people look for something to be like, I'm gonna cancel you off that word right there, you know?
It depends on the words, but yeah,
or the term or the joke.
I think it depends on how you saying it, right? Like what I can stand the least is when a comic takes the time to craft a beautiful joke, and I mean a beautiful joke where it like meanders and then you get hit with the punchline, and then you still be like, but the topic was better. Hey man, chill out. That's a good ass joke. Also, I think we're shifting that tone, and I don't want to say it on a platform so big that people are like, oh, you think we won't cancel you too? I don't need that smoke. But I'm just saying, I think there's been a shift since 2019, 2020. You know what I'm saying? And so there's been some pushback. People like Schultz and people like Chappelle that are like, man, fuck all that. Comedy first, then we'll talk about what's next.
That's the key to that, though, right? Like, if you are gonna say anything that's gonna be even a little bit controversial, it has to be funny.
Have to be funny.
So people can't be right. It gotta be so funny to the point where they don't even want to cancel you, man. That is funny.
Right.
Yeah.
I had a joke about a Vietnamese car dealer, and I know it sounds ridiculous, but I'm from Tacoma, Washington, and we kick it with the Vietnamese, Cambodians, Samoans, black people. We all mix. And so when you go gamble, the dealer gonna be Vietnamese. And they were teaching me words, and so I started picking up on the dialect and be like, "Oh my," and stuff like that. So I had this joke.
What does that mean?
That means fuck you. And so I picked up on that. This is "Oh my" is fuck you, and "Oh my" is fuck your mama, and then the Cambodians, they be like "Kabeyo ma" or something like that, and that means like pussy ass. So they say that a lot. And I just started hearing it, not knowing what it was. I'm like, why y'all keep saying do ma? What is do ma? And they're like, oh yeah, I mean fuck you. I'm like, what the fuck? So I wrote a joke about how I had found out, but I put it after I hit a jackpot. So basically she was calling me Bow Bow, which was my interpretation of her saying nigga to my face, and I didn't know. So I slowly reveal that they've been being racist to me, and then I get her some get back, the dealer, and I said she acts black. So I said, well, okay, you act black then. And she's like, I don't know my father. I'm like, bitch, that's not. What the fuck? I was listening for an accent. What are you supposed to sound black?
Damn.
Go put that blanket back.
I'm trying to act like shit on that.
Now she about to come in like, come on. That's messed up.
That shit triggered her.
I'm so
Damn.
sorry.
Man, I was watching one of your specials before, one of your crowd work specials, man. There was a fat dude in the crowd. The fat dude named Big Mac, that do security. I don't know if you remember, but the dude was like, he said something to you, and you was like, don't get mad at me. I'm not the one who fed you.
I ain't make you bite on that shit. People be in the comments like pot calling the kettle black. I'm like, nah, that's a little pot calling a big ass kettle black. But the point of the Vietnamese joke was that same joke. JFL was like, we can't have you up here because you saying that joke. Well, I'm like, did you listen to it?
Right.
So I just got back. I came straight from Montreal here.
Oh,
To where I
okay.
had my own show. I had like I did Variety Top 10.
Yes.
I got that this year.
Yes,
And so,
yes.
but it brings it full circle to be like, you know, I was like, I should do the joke. But,
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? But they showed me so much love. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna be bitter. I can't.
Funny, you should have.
That's what I'm saying. If it's funny. Now, if I just came out like Vietnamese sound crazy and I just start cussing like I'm like that is that's you overstepping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, and that's my pet peeve. Like if you can hear the intellect in the joke and the setup and be like, ooh, that was good misdirection. To hear that, be like, nah. It's like how some older black people are like, I didn't even have fun because he cussed 14 times. He's sitting there counting.
Exactly, man. Shut
Listen
the
to
fuck
the
up.
show.
Yes. Listen, give people the story. So you went from you doing the warming up the crowd at the hip hop squares, but I know you ended up on Wild 'N Out. Like, how did all of those things happen?
Oh my goodness. That's not my start. My start, I just got dared to do comedy while I was in college. And I went on stage and I was like, oh, this is kind of good. And so I stuck with it. And then I moved immediately to LA and I was there for like 6 years. And then I was like, I need to go home and stack some bread. So I started like 12 shows and then I combined it into one show. And it was like the biggest show. It was like Thursday night, it was like 420 people for like 8 years. It was
Nice.
massive. And
In Seattle.
in Tacoma.
In Tacoma.
Yeah, downtown Tacoma. And it's really like 80 people every Thursday in case the IRS is listening. So it was like, it was hella. But then I stacked and came back. And so then different opportunities started to kind of come together. And so I had an opportunity to work with Jesse Collins Entertainment. And that's how I did the crowd work. And I think it was just a plug from D-Ray.
Okay.
Because, you know, I do Monday nights at the Improv and
Yeah,
D-Ray looks
shout out
out.
to
You know what I'm
D-Ray, yeah,
saying?
all the
Shout out
time.
to D-Ray.
Mhm.
And so that's how I got into that. But the way Hollywood, man, you'll have a day where you're like, yo, I made it. You'll be standing on a table, fist pump in the air between Tony Rock and Chris Rock. Fuck it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, would feel like $1 million. And then the next day, you're like, damn, I got to perform in this dungeon?
Yeah.
It's up, but you got to do it all.
Mhm.
And so, you know, that's essentially why I was where I was. I was like, man, I
No
just
tickle
can't
right
do the
now.
damn thing. I got Wildin' Out. Bet. I do 4 episodes. Now says I look old. I'm like, nigga, Corey Holcomb is here. How the fuck I look old? What? And no shade, bro. I'm just saying, don't say I look old, nigga. I've been
I
waiting.
said you look old.
No, like I waited to get on the show for 6 years. Yeah, I look old now. What the fuck? Give me a part of my hair. Let me rock. And then every game was rapping. I'm like, nigga, we can't just do no old school
Right,
or you
just
just be
regular
funny.
jokes, right.
Nigga, they would have a game.
Come on,
Like,
Spencer,
all
watch
right,
out.
you gonna roast this thing. We're like,
But you
bet.
gotta
All the time.
rap.
It's like, hell yeah. Nick be in the corner like, you know what he needs? Bars. They were like, fuck. Just get out the way. Charlie Clips, man. Go ahead, man. God damn. Here comes Justina. Go ahead, man. Yeah. I'm like, that's not my bag, nigga. I'll learn it, but that ain't my bag.
You only did 4 episodes of
Watch
Wild 'N
out.
Out?
Yeah, but they were big ones though.
Spencer, go upstairs. Go upstairs.
I did the Erykah Badu episode. We did
Go
'cause I can
upstairs.
sing too. So we did the Revenge of Tyrone, where she did the follow up to Call Tyrone, and then I did the Travis Scott episode, and then I did the one where the dude had hella kids, but then he said we can't talk about the kids.
Nick Cannon?
No, it was somebody with more, I think.
Dang.
Cromartie.
Oh, Antonio Cromartie.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's all we want to talk about. Like, you got 1 million kids. He was like, anything but the kids. We're like, well, then go home. Because
Right.
yeah, so I did some good, you know what I'm saying? And so I was like that. You know what? I think the reason I only got the 4, and I'd like to say this on this platform. On the Erykah Badu episode, she came and she was like, yo, let me meet the people I'm going to be on the episode with. And me and the 85 South guys all stood around on the sound stage with Niall. And she's like, here's what I think we should do. And Niall ran down the games. Here's what we're going to do. Freestyle from there. She's like, okay, I'm going to my dressing room. I want one of the brighter ones to come with me. Now I'm standing up there with 1 episode under my belt. She's like, what's your name? I'm like, Nate Jackson. She's like, you tell me what's going on here. And I was like, I was like, hey, Carlos, can you come with me? So I grab Carlos, we go down. She's like, there's going to be a part where I go down to my knee and I'm singing real hard. I want you to put my jacket on me like James Brown. I'm going to throw it off and come back like a phoenix and I'm going to kill it. I'm like, bet. That part of the show happens. I walk out. I put the thing on her. Everything happens as planned. After it's over, execs come up and they're like, "Who the fuck told you to walk out?" Sorry, what?
Wow.
Erykah Badu did. Erykah Badu told you to walk out? Yeah, she said throw the thing on her. Why do you what? You thought I just came out the I know I'm barely welcome here, nigga. Why would I mess up your million dollar moment? You know what I'm saying? And so that's when it was like I was on ice. But it only takes
But the show is improv. So even if you did do that and it worked, who cares?
Come on, man. Put the other hat on. You exec. You put your bag into Erykah being on episode.
Yeah.
Here come one of your little niggas doing anything in frame.
That she asked to do that.
Oh, specifically. And I even remember being like, somebody was next to me. I was like, "Hey, she said to throw the thing. You want to go out?" And they were like, "Well, no, man, I don't want to go." I was like, "Okay." Well, she asked, like, I'm not gonna. I don't want to not do it. Then after she's like, "Where was the nigga? I was waiting." Man.
Did you at least tell Nick?
When? Nick is like Batman. Nigga, you see Nick there, and then motherfucking Ninja Smoke. Nigga, hello, Nick? When the last time you seen Nick, Jay? Playing cards on the internet. I have not seen that nigga in person. He's just in a garage doing upside down sit-ups. You don't never see Nick. He got too many shows. That nigga was shooting 6 shows. We were shooting Wild Out.
That's crazy.
I could not believe, bro. He shot like a vlog, a Jesus and Meryl thing. He shot Wildin' Out. Then he went to AGT. Then he shot a car show. Then I was like, this nigga is tired.
Yes.
No, see Nick. When? No,
With
see him.
the success of social media for you, how did that affect? Did that happen because you planned it out, or were people just taking clips and you were just like, "What the fuck's going on?"
No, man, I've been grinding for a minute, and so that's what I was saying. When I had the Thursday night for so many years, you could come to the Pacific Northwest and be like, "Okay, there's a guy up there that got the sauce," right? And so what happens a lot of times is somebody's further in their career than you, they'll be like, "Let me just get a little bit of that and take that with me." So there was a lot of my recipe out ahead of me before I had the exposure.
They were stealing your stuff.
You know.
They were stealing your stuff.
They were
Hey
stealing
man, I don't want to call nobody no thief without them here to defend themselves. You know what I'm saying? And also to be choked or whatever happens after they lie.
But the thief ain't gonna never admit they stole it.
Nope.
They don't have to. There's ways to catch people.
Yeah.
All I had to do was wait, be patient, work hard. Like you said, the Netflix special speaks for itself. It's like watching Elvis for years, and then you see the dude who showed him the legs. You're like, oh, that nigga got the legs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that made me forget the damn question.
Talking about social media.
Yeah. So one of the homies, not one of the homies, several people like Matt Rife, Roy Wood, and Rodney Perry. They're all like, and shout out to Rodney Perry, but they're like, yo, you need to get on TikTok. And I was like, hey, I'm exhausted right now. I am not getting another app. You know how that feels.
Yes.
Right. We're like, hey, get on Do the Boom Boom. Be like, I'm not getting on Do the Boom Boom, nigga. Like, I'm done. I'm happy with my IG setup. My Facebook shit cool. I'm not hiring a nigga to put me on Do the Boom Boom. And that's how it sounds when you first hear it, because it's always a, you know what I'm saying?
Something else
Like,
you
what the
gotta
fuck is
do.
Do Boom Boom? Yeah, it's popping, nigga. You on the T app? Right. Now they got my house address and my goddamn. You on the T app? Hell no. Not that I know of.
My God.
Not that I know of. Unless somebody posted me on
Let me see
there.
if Nate Jackson on the T app, man.
I'm not on there. Neither is Kurt. I didn't say I'm sorry. Wow.
This is a tough room.
Well, post him on there. Maybe they'll tell you where he is.
Shit.
God damn.
Is he okay?
That's a good idea.
Is he okay though?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he's
He's
alright.
Okay, all right. How long was it dancing on that guy?
He's good. He's away from her. He's fine.
But no, I said I don't want to do another app, and so I got on. Reluctantly, I got on TikTok, and I don't know if it's still exactly like this, but at the time, like people were willing to actually follow, because people's IG be set up. You're like, I ain't following. You gotta see 12 good things when somebody be like, you know what? I'm gonna give you a follow. Like on TikTok, it just felt like, hi, I can follow. You know what I'm saying? So it jumped for me like from 0 to like 25,000 in like, I don't know, I'd say a month.
And what was you posting? Just crowd work?
No, I was posting anything but. I didn't want to show no stand-up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And plus I was like, all right, I was trying to shoot it, and I would shoot good, and then the sound be fucked up, or the sound be good, and then the shot be fucked up. Then I just committed to it and got the system down at my own club. And then I was like, okay, now I can consistently do stuff. But at the time, there was no apps for captioning or AI, so you had to actually sit there and transcribe yourself. It took 3-4 hours to do a 2-minute video. And so I was like, I'm exhausted doing this shit.
But it paid you though, right?
No, the office is free.
Oh,
Damn.
But I could look on the app and see like other people exploding. Where I'm like, okay, if I post my shit, because I already know I'm great at.
Yeah.
If that clip I just saw work, and I know what I'm holding, I could just post this.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so it just started to catch, and so it kept catching, and so now we're at 4.5, maybe 4.6 million or something.
Wow.
Like that.
You think that era is dead? Because I feel like there was a moment where it was like the you and the Matt Rice and the Andrew Schultzes that was just putting their comedy up, and it just took off for them. I don't know if it was COVID because everybody was sitting around. I don't know what it was, but something just caused comedians to take off because of social media.
Well, it wasn't COVID for me. I was trying to save my club.
Yeah.
That wasn't it. I didn't get to post it until like right after I was like, we can finally open and get situated.
Mhm.
No, I don't think that's over. I think people's interest to be entertained is I would say it's limitless. They say during the Great Depression, when everybody broke, the last thing people spent money on was going to theaters and stuff.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna go out having fun.
Yeah.
So no, I think it's an insatiable. Doesn't it feel like it? Like no
Yeah.
matter how much content you make, there's somebody to receive it, and they're gonna give you more.
Yeah.
So no, I feel like just be consistent and be good consistently, and I think people find you. Like people just need to use the internet as a talent show,
Mhm.
and that's it.
What's had more impact on your career, the YouTube crowd work stuff or the Netflix special?
That's not fair, because Netflix has only been on since the 8th.
Got you.
But I know I've had because when you do a special, you get to have a conversation at I think 10 days and then another one at 28 days about the numbers. Other than that, you guys know Netflix don't share no numbers like that.
Yeah.
And so my first conversation with them, it did massive. Like it's like double platinum. Like it did really good on the platform. And I'm getting stopped by people in the airports, and that was happening before. So I'm trying to gauge, like, so where you see me from? Where you see?
Got you.
And they won't
Yeah,
admit,
yeah.
like, everybody want to be like, I've been following you since Wildin' Out. I'm
Yeah.
like, what episode, nigga?
Just lying. Yeah.
Right.
I got you.
Nobody want to say, like, I mean, I saw you last night. And I called it super funny, like my trademarked comedy club name and brand,
Mhm.
so that even if you didn't know me, you go, super funny. Show me,
Yeah.
right? And it's going crazy right now. So if you want to laugh, go watch that. But I got to show that it's not just crowd work. I got to show, 24 years of chops or whatever. And so you see it all. You see, if you watch a standalone clip, you're assuming that that's that. But the real epiphany is like, wait, all that's one show? All that strings together? All that somehow, and Santa, and he's doing some singing, and it, like, so I wanted to just give everything in my toolbox and throw it out there, and we caught it. And it's risky. It's risky doing crowd work on a, that
Hell
shit was
yeah.
$246,000. And I'm gonna go up and I don't know what I'm gonna say. But you get Comic View and they're like, we want your jokes in paragraph form. You know every single word. You gotta write down your little 5 minutes and send it in, and they approve it. But for this over $250,000, I'm like, man, just press record, nigga. We're gonna see what happens. And we caught it, but it was risky, and it's risky every time you do it because you're in charge of your set, and then and you go on a certain cadence, and then you slow down to be like, so tell me something about yourself, and now they all then fuck the whole groove up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, but I went for it, and what you see on Netflix, we caught it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How did that come about though? How did Netflix end up placed? Lane.
So I'll answer that for sure because I'm crazy about that answer.
Okay.
But then on the other side of the coin is what I can control is the crowd work joints. I walk out. It's first Wednesdays at my club, 1 or 2 shows, and the challenge was you can only talk about what's in front of you or what you've seen that day, and I got to do an hour. So I go up with nothing, and I come off, and so there's 24 of those now, and every one is somewhere around 1.5 to 2.5 million views, and so it's the only place where I explain like the rules that I do when I say. So when I'm in live shows in theaters and I start saying the rules, they're finishing my sentences. So I think the crowd work joints is what got me to the point that the Netflix special was possible to then go boom on this platform where everybody goes, this is where you put your best shit, and I did. So now people are like, oh, I thought he was just the TikTok guy.
I'm shocked Netflix did that though. I mean, because based off watching your specials, I'm shocked that they chose to invest in something like that? Like, oh, is it gonna be an hour or just crowd work? Even though the crowd work is funny as shit.
No, they didn't know. I was a licensing deal.
Got you.
I had a licensing deal, and I've had to present my comedy to Netflix or somebody like Netflix or Netflix associated in that sphere, whether it was just crowd work, whether it was, you know what I'm saying. But then if you're not sure if the crowd work's going to work well, but the person has 19 hours of it at that point, you got 19 hours of crowd work, and none of them missing. Like, okay,
Yeah.
well, all right.
You
know what I'm
remember
saying?
when you called that couple Seal and Heidi Boom?
Heidi
And you-
Boom.
Heidi Boom.
I remember, sometimes God just give you one. You're like,
Yeah, I asked him, how y'all meet? She was like, well, I was dating somebody he knew, and she was dating somebody I knew, and both of them went to jail. I'm like, what the fuck?
yeah, but it was a brother that looked like Seal and a big white girl with, I think, cornrows or something. I was like, look at Seal and Heidi Boom, because she was big. But so to answer your question, you basically said why Netflix?
Yeah.
So it's simple for me, but like, so my mama getting older, and she has an office downstairs at our house in Lacey, Washington, and she got to go down these steps to go down to this cold ass basement and turn on the area heater to get on Netflix or to get on any streaming platform. But Netflix came on their old ass smart TV, which is dumb now, but that was the one that was like, it's a smart TV. Netflix built in. So she'll watch Netflix from the comfort of the couch, fireplace, and all that. So for me, I was like, this is how my mama gonna see me and be comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So you pair it with all the other stuff you know about Netflix, and it kind of makes sense. But if they're not gonna give me a deal, it's like I gotta go to wherever. But that's why I was like, I could just stick it on YouTube with the crowd work joints, where there's now 750,000 people. I think that would land well, but let's see if we can get traction with them, because just literally, I was on calls with agencies. They're like, what platform? I'm like, Netflix. Why? My mama can't watch this shit downstairs. Like, I need her in the living room being like, my baby did it. I need that.
Yeah.
And that's what we did.
Gary Owen about to write that down. He gonna try to use that to get his Netflix special finally. You know, Gary can't get a Netflix special for nothing.
We got a podcast together.
No!
Yeah.
That's what I ain't know
We got a
that.
podcast together.
Yeah.
What podcast you and Gary got together?
It's called Gary and Nate.
I did not know that. I know Gary had a podcast.
Yeah, he got just called Gary Owen.
Yeah.
And I got my own.
Hold on. That's funny as shit. So you got a Netflix special? How did you break the news to Gary?
Right after he told me that they turned him down.
Damn.
But I didn't mean to say it that way though. Like, he was like, hey man, I'm waiting to find out about Netflix. Now I had already knew, like, I might be riding third on mine. And so I just had to sit there, and he told me the whole thing, like, yeah, man, I'm ready for it to get on there, man. I don't know what it's about. And I was like, man, maybe, just keep chugging along, brother.
You didn't want to give me your good news yet?
I had to wait. I had to wait till like the moment of like,
Yeah.
and I was like,
That's
you want to hear
exciting.
something crazy, man? But you can't act stupid though.
You can't tell nobody.
You can't act stupid. He was like, what you got? And I was like, yeah, Netflix gave me mine. He was like, that's what's up. I support that. But not so he deserves one.
Yeah.
Why not?
Does
Gary,
Man,
Does
that
Gary
is
take your
so
style?
funny,
On the
man.
podcast, you said Gary be taking your style. Where do you see that at? Your podcast?
we talked about it live, so you saw us come to a resolution, and you want to go back to when it was fucked up and start
yes,
there.
right. We start from there. Then we go to the
Jesus
resolution.
Christ, Andrew. I'll precede this with "we're good."
You're good, Gary. But what happened with Gary taking your style?
It's not. This is the thing, and it's my nature to want to see those around me do well, and I had to have a full-on epiphany in 2012 to be like, stop helping other niggas and help yourself. Because I was putting so much into other people's dreams. I was like, I'm tired. I ain't even do nothing for myself today.
Jesus.
And it's good to have a balance, but I had lost mine just trying to like, I want to see, I'm helping. Like, at a point, I was helping young Black Hollywood thrive. And then the other thing that would suck is they would get on, and then everybody got amnesia. Who helped you? And I'm like, here we go. Here go the credits. Here I go. Dang. This nigga done went. He done popped and forgot you, boy. And that's another reason why I feel some kind of way, because the Netflix credits aren't right. Like, we gotta update them. They forgot my right hand. My guy Trent Cotton is not in it. He was like, yeah, I know I'm in him. The whole thing goes by. He ain't in him.
Yeah.
So shout out to T-Cop.
But they are going to fix that. You said
They can update the credits.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, Gary would come up to the club. He did a weekend, and the weekend went great. And I asked him to do my podcast, and we had a great episode. And then we just synergized where it was like, yo, we should probably do something. And then it turned into like the Gary and Nate pod. And then the crowd work joints that I was putting out, where I'm putting out once a month or whatever, somebody sent me and was like, "Yo, Gary got these things he's doing once a month now," and I was like, "Well,
Stop laughing, man. That's cool now.
I said, wait, Gary did what?" So I didn't say nothing. I just sat on because we were only filming once a month. So
I have been seeing Gary do more crowd work lately.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna
that's
lie.
what I've been
No,
saying,
I'm not
yeah.
even joking. I have been seeing him do a lot more crowd work.
Yeah, you'll see it on the Explore, it just pops up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. White people always do that to us, though.
good for Gary, man. I love that he's getting traction because Gary's hella funny.
He is. We love
Yeah.
Gary, man. But this story is
I'm gonna be
hilarious.
honest
'Cause I
with
did
you.
not know y'all had a pod. I just subscribed to it. Y'all only started in November, though.
It's also done. So
Oh, it's done already?
we're gonna do one more episode explaining why it's over. But that is over.
Cut it the fuck out.
Please, we're done.
What?
We can't.
It's only been 24 episodes.
And that's
So
hella.
it's over now.
I just subscribed. Look, I literally just
And click
subscribed.
the same button. Subscribe to Opinionated, Charlamagne. That's my podcast. It's Opinionated. So subscribe to Opinionated and subscribe to Gary Owens.
That's the story.
Yeah,
I'm
but
already
subscribe
subscribed
to
to Gary.
make sure you subscribe to Get Some, and then Opinionated is mine.
I'm already subscribed to
There's
Get
enough out here for all of us to get it.
Go ahead, Nick. Go ahead. Finish your story.
Right,
Finish
we
it.
ain't gotta
It's
steal.
not even a full story. Goddamn, Envy just be in the fight. He's that nigga. Envy in the back. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. That's what you do, Envy. You just poke the bear.
He is the Instagram.
Listen, I rock with Gary. I have no malice. You know what I'm saying? And so he good. But it's just and so I have noticed that as I'm up in the Pacific Northwest fighting for ways to be an innovator and stay relevant from way the fuck up there and off the grid, that sometimes people come up and they're like, "Oh, that's the sauce." I can't protect that. Whether he comes close to me and does it or stays away from me and does it. If somebody sees an editing style or a wave or I don't know a dress or a way somebody walks and talks and it's working,
Astros jersey. Go ahead.
there's nothing you can do. He from there.
Mhm.
Well, he's from Ohio, but
Ohio.
he lived. This nigga Envy is wild. son. He's literally saying every point of contention from when we argued. At the end of the day, we only were recording first
Oh,
Monday.
you said that to him? You said you ain't wasn't even wearing baseball jerseys before me. That's what you said to him?
Yeah, and then Gary was like, "Nigga, look at me at my wedding party
He
wearing
said,
my
"Nigga."
jersey."
He said, "Nigga, look at me."
Now you know, goddamn well.
Oh, wow. Thank man.
But
Now you be up here like a week.
Nah,
a week
Gary
early.
don't say.
Gary always come up here by the way.
Gary's solid. He's not finna be saying nigga and all that.
Yeah,
For anybody
yeah,
that's
yeah,
wondering
yeah.
where I'm at on it, he good. Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
But y'all just not doing the podcast no more, but y'all good.
no, I can't. It's because we do first Mondays, and so he'll come up and do the club, and the door deal is what makes it worth coming up. Then we record 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 episodes in one day, or 2 and then 2,
Oh, okay.
and it'd be my only 2 days off for maybe a 14 stretch of road gigs. I'm like, Gary, I can't do it. So
That's
I'm doing a comedy festival the 11th through the 17th. Because my birthday is the 14th in August,
Mhm.
and so he's gonna come up and he's gonna do Monday the 11th, and then we're gonna do one more episode just explaining like we're just busy.
Yeah. Where's your comedy festival? Is in your hometown?
Yeah, it's in Tacoma.
Okay.
Yeah. So and we got Tony Rock anchoring the weekend, and then so
Amazing.
Gary will do the Monday. Then I'm gonna do a Nate Jackson Presents on Monday. It's one of my concepts where it's like I'm hosting for 35, 40 minutes, and then all the acts just come out the door. You don't know who's on stage.
Oh,
Kind of like
This
Chocolate
makes,
Sunday. You know
Yeah,
who's on the show.
yeah.
this makes so much sense because I was listening to Gary's pod like last week, and I was wondering why he was just going in on people who do crowd work. He was like, people who do crowd work are lazy and they don't really know how to write. But
You
now
said that?
Gary on his pod.
That sounds made up.
Mm.
That sounds made up.
Oh yeah, I did make it up. It's true.
Hey, yo, you're crazy. I'm so glad. Yes.
No, I
He
did make
does
that up. I
It's,
made that up.
because here's why it's made up. Because if you do crowd work or attempt to do crowd work and you have good moments and you string them together, you already know you're using traditional stand-up structure, but you're plugging the information you got off the people into that.
Yeah.
So we're writing live and on the spot. And I think that what's overlooked is the phenomena of why people are like, why crowd work? Because you're in the crowd and you're hearing the response, your brain is processing the same information, and you're like, well, what would I say? What's he gonna say? And every time the person you like that does it finds an angle.
Mhm.
That's why.
It's
So,
actually funnier. It actually shows that that person is funnier because it's not something that he actually pre-wrote. It's like in the spot, on the moment.
yeah, man, put 2 quotes in front and behind that, and then let's run with that one. Because there is a school of thought that's like they're not working hard, or they don't have jokes, so that's why I'm like, okay, 1, follow me then. 2, try it. Let me see what you're doing, and I'll be like, nah, I see why you think it's lazy. But I put the work out. I said I had a room every Thursday night. Can't no young comic hold it down as a host every Thursday. You know, there's no pen in the world that can keep up with that amount of monologue. So I just started going up with nothing and fucking with people, and it was not good.
What
Then
happens?
it got good.
What happens if there's nothing that inspires you from the crowd?
I say that. Okay. I talk about how there's nothing, and how what in the guess who character, nothing to talk about, slow ass answer, having ass crowd is this. There's funny even in the lack of it too. You know what I'm saying? I seen somebody get roasted that had nothing wrong with it. Somebody was like, "Nigga, you look easy to draw." I saw that online.
I saw that. Yeah, I seen that one.
I was like, "What
I've
are you
seen that
gonna
a few
say when
times.
the person's face is magic? Ain't shit." They're like, "Hey, you look easy to draw." I was like, "See, that's genius."
Yeah.
So no, there's plenty of stuff to talk about. And like I said, I can talk about anything I saw since I woke up or what's in front of me. So if I got to start with whatever, like I would have went on stage and been like, "Y'all see Coldplay? Y'all see the dude get caught?" Like I can talk about that at a crowd work joint. And now it's like, who in here cheat? Now we got some segues to get through. You know what I mean? But like, it's almost a gift when you get something. You're like, "Ooh, okay, let's cook with this," right? And I like to find a few so that I can do callbacks and have it all come together and gel together. So that at the end, you're like, that was an experience. That wasn't just a couple of moments.
You ever had somebody roast you back like and actually be good like in Nutty Professor when
Who's sucking whose titties over here?
Yes. Remember when Eddie went off on when Dave Chappelle was playing the comedian? And he came back as Buddy Love.
Buddy Love, and he went nuts.
He went crazy.
Yeah. No, I've never had nothing that crazy happen. But I had a guy. But here's the thing: a lot of times, the person that wants to do that, they're not on the cadence of the show. They waiting for you to take a breath or like give you a segue between two things to yell out and try to fuck the thing. But I ain't had it happen yet. Well, a long time ago on the Thursday night or whatever, somebody was like, "Man, I'm like, come up here then." And it just went back and forth, and I lost. And I was like, "Congratulations!" They never sit down. So goofy ass.
Was he a comedian? Or was he just
no, random guy. He beat me because he was like, he said, this is what he said. He said, "Your mama's pussy so deep, I went down on her and my ears popped."
Dang.
And that's what I said. And I didn't have I was like, "Yep, nigga, that's the winner." Shit.
You ever had anybody get mad, like try to fight?
No, because a lot, like, to be honest with you, like I'd say like 90% of it is reading body language. You kind of can look at who's with this, and now I should never have to deal with it because the front 5 to 7 rows of my show is sold online for more, and it's called the Roast Zone. So they literally, it's like the splash zone. Like you only do that if you want to get splashed, like how Gallagher would hit the watermelons. So if you're in the Roast Zone, I don't want to hear shit. Like it is what it is. They'd be mad if I don't get, "Man, this is our second time coming. You ain't get us either time." "Man, come again, bro. I'll get you." You know what I'm saying? So, in general, no, not now. But actually, like if I'm just doing a show that's not mine or gigging or something, it's about like, all right, who's with it? Generally, eye contact, smiling, or at least looking. Definitely not big enough that I'm like that'd be a good fight. Like I'm not looking for. I'm not roasting somebody that I've got to tussle with 6 minutes and we don't know who won.
Shit, Big Mac was big as hell. And he said, "Yeah, I do security, bro.
Big as hell.
I do security, bro."
Right. Big
and you
as
was like,
hell.
"Why you gotta put Burrow on the end?"
I could run away from him skipping, nigga. I'm not even. You kidding me? His heart would pop trying to catch me. No, that's a belly shot. We out of here.
What is this paper spinoff? I mean, the spinoff to The Office.
This shit is good. These niggas are really good. Do you guys just sit up here and be like, "Man, we good at this shit"? Do you know you're the best?
I don't know. Work.
Been doing it for a while.
No, you niggas are good. This spin. I didn't think that was in your thing. I don't know. Yeah. So The Office is coming back, and it's called The Paper. I wouldn't necessarily call it a spinoff because it's in the same universe, the same world. Some of the characters are the same. And so there is a serious NDA around what we can say and cannot say, but it comes back on September 4th, and this shit is going to be hilarious.
I am very, very proud of you for doing that. You are that type of witty ass comedian, though, that would totally be great in The Office or The Office universe. So I
Mhm.
I
Thank
love
you.
that's one of my favorite shows. Modern Family, The
Oh,
Office,
yeah.
and like I love that you are in that pocket of wit, and that feels good to me to see that you're gonna be doing that, working
Man,
on that
thank you.
show.
And I'm just thankful.
Yeah.
But I think I'm in more episodes than I'm not. And
More than Wildin' Out.
yes, yes, Jesus Christ. Because Greg Daniels can see your boy. So yes, and once you and a sitcom like that, there's a lot less competition. You know what I mean? Like you're the person. This is when you get to go do your thing. Wildin' Out, it's 24 people waiting to get one spot.
Yeah.
Literally, you're gonna get the rappers, you're gonna get the contractor guys, and you got the celebrity. Oh, they brought their little sister with them. Then so there's 2 spots, and there's 24 people waiting to get tapped to be against each other on the others. You'd be like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna get an episode. But you can see it. And then here come Michael Blackson. Wasn't even on the damn show. You know, what's up, Marasaka? And because he's Nick Boy, you don't get no burn. Shout out to Mike, but that's the gist. That's how you get 4.
That's how I go.
Then you go out and put the cape on somebody because they asked you to. You gotta. We only shoot 2 weeks. All them episodes 2 weeks. So I'm in trouble for 3 days, nigga. That's devastating.
But the beauty is when you blow up, like the way you're blowing up now, like they'll invite you back and act like you got your start there.
And I'll be like, wow, I'm so thankful. Shout out to Now Evans.
But the paper is not a reboot though; it's a spinoff.
I mean, I don't know what the right word is.
We can't talk about it.
I mean,
No, that part is in the
public.
press.
Yeah,
But I don't know what the word is for like. This
How it
was also
connects.
happening, but now we'll show you this other play. Just imagine the production company that was in the office, with all the zooming in and all that. Just imagine they went across the street to another address or something.
Yeah.
That's kind of, I don't know, because usually a spinoff it takes one character and it follows them. You know what I'm saying? And this ain't that. This isn't Family Matters and then we just follow Urkel. And like, no, this is like, there's characters from the other one in this one. It's a beautiful. Greg Daniels did it again.
Yeah.
That's all the showrunners and that whole team, like I was in awe, just like, goodness. Some of the stuff they found, the idiosyncrasies of how funny something simple could be. And the fact that they were like malleable enough to get it, I mean, some big words. Anyway, some of the stuff that was that they made funny, that they took the time and budget to spend time, like how to just move it, like flip a lever. Flipping a lever wasn't just flipping. Like there's a way to pick these glasses up, and it's funny.
Yeah.
And they went through every way. Like, so you want to pick these glasses up? You want to pick these glasses up? Like I'm talking about every way to inflect your voice, and they took the time to be like, do it again, but this time do it again, but do it this time. And I was like, I did not know that the show was like this fine-tooth. Like they take every moment, and it's every moment is, I guess, manicured to be as funny as it can be, even though it's as dry, but it's hilarious.
And still at you?
Yes.
Good. You can't gotta be
Because
at
The
you.
Office, man, they had episodes that can't come back out right now.
No.
Because, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, you
But
can't
I
say that again.
love the show. I love it, man. And you stream as well sometimes.
Yeah, no, as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? But god damn, you don't realize how much shit you don't want to show until you showing it. You know what I'm saying? Like I walked past some mail on the counter and somebody was like, "Got your address, nigga?" I was like, "Yeah." What? Because they'll pause it, zoom in, like, I know where you stay.
That's right.
Dead ass. I was like, fuck. But I was going to my office and there's a billboard outside. And somebody was like, "I know where that billboard is." I'm like, man, fuck. So there's so many like camera down. Then you just want to talk to somebody. They see the mic on you, like, "Oh, you mic'd up?"
Yeah.
I mean, not right now. I'm gonna be good right now. So, it's like I have to like, okay, from this time to this time, I'm gonna stream. I thought it was just gonna be like, just put the camera on and let's go.
Yeah.
But some of your life, you don't want to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to show a lot of your life. I think. Plus, it's a different kind of on. Because I'm realizing when you go live, it's a lot of fucking reading.
Yeah.
People don't really, you're reading the equivalent of like 9 Harry Potter chapters just to interact with your chat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I can do it, but it's a thing I have to flip. Now, last week I went to Twitch headquarters in San Francisco, and I was like, "What we doing? What you want to do?" Because there's an entire industry of comedy where people are living big lives and they're perfect for live streaming, but we need, like, can we work?
Yeah.
And that app is that's a beautiful app, but that shit is the entry level on that is so high. You got
What you mean?
it's expensive to get on Instagram. You need a phone, which you already have. If you want to be a creator on Twitch, you got to have like several different apps, which have their own learning curve. Whether it's something for overlay, something for alert, something for the chat. Then you got to have a setup. Like there's a lot. Even like let's say you just want to stream your like IRL from a phone. Well, now you gotta go buy a Samsung Galaxy 25. Them things is like 1,100. Then you gotta get 2 SIM cards. Like the entry level is expensive.
Like a whole production.
Not it's even if it's not, it's just expensive.
Yeah.
Then let's say you go out and there's a lot of like you go to maybe a Yankees game and I'm gonna stream or something if they let you, but somewhere where it's high populated, maybe the parade or something. Everybody on the cell tower, your signal dropping, now your feed is cutting. So if you get tired of that, the next step up from the phone is called a Live View Solo Pro.
That backpack I've been seeing them kids wear.
So no, there's a backpack or like a
Wi-Fi in his back or something.
Yeah, so there's like
Damn.
2 or 3 modems or something. That shit is like $6,000. So you telling me just to stay on the app and stay like it's like that? Who got that? What young creator just got 6,000 sitting right there? So then the next step up was a 30,000 bag. I see like DDG and all them backpacks is $30,000.
Oh, that's the backpack.
If it's blue or something, that's or hot green, I think.
Hot green.
That bag is shit $30,000.
So it's a real investment. You make it
really
Not
Yeah.
even but you does it pay?
Yeah, if you
But how
pop it.
long?
Yeah.
You ain't
But how
got time.
long?
Wow, it pay.
But how long do you have to be on those sites in order to make the money?
No, you go as soon as you go partner. I made partner in 4 days. And if you got
How
a
do you make partner?
there's a thing like it says just like any other monetization where they're like you need this many viewers, this many hours or whatever. But you can
okay.
also just send an email and be like, here's my numbers on other platforms, and they'll be like, oh shit.
Gotcha. Leverage.
So you're monetized right away, which gives you access to a certain percentage of your advertising and a certain percentage of your subs. And the subs is that's why it makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to know the sauce? I'll give you the sauce.
Yeah.
And this is how it happens. I like to share and not you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right? So that's why I said if somebody gonna take something I'm doing and do it, I didn't make it that hard to get it.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you first so that you understand the power of it, right? So in my opinion, I think the IRL clips are the highest algorithm clips on social media right now.
It seems like it, yeah.
It ain't sketches. It used to be sketches. Now it's like what do you remember from the BET Awards this year?
Kai and
Exactly. That's
Damn,
a
I
clip.
always see Kurt Franklin.
That's a clip, right? What do you remember from Shane Gillis at the ESPY,
his monologue,
which was a clip? So like Joe Rogan's clip page is almost 6 times bigger than the full episode page. Right? Nobody gonna sit through 3 hours and they just watch the clip. And what makes Twitch so genius is that anybody watching your stream there's a button on it that says clip. Any viewer can make a 60-second clip. Now that could be bad if you're doing something like got your ass.
It be them headlines, or they make the headlines don't be having nothing to do with the video.
Right.
Yeah. It be got your headlines, and you watch the video like that didn't happen. You didn't say that.
Yeah, I saw something that were like somebody curves Christian, and I watched it and I was like, that shit ain't even happening. She was just having fun. What the fuck? But if you know that that's what it is, then now why not be strategic then?
Yeah.
You don't got 8 hours to stream, you got 2 hours. So in that 2 hours, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna talk to my brother, my son, or my whatever. There'll be chances for moments, and then you can overproduce it where you're like, somebody gonna kick in the door and it's going down, and you know what I'm saying? But you want the clips, because once you get the clip, that goes YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, it goes every other platform, and so then you build your audience, and then they're on and they subscribe, or just coming on, they watch ads, they have no choice, and you get paid. And then from your station in the game, you're not gonna get that basic percentage.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm Charlamagne. Okay, I'm talking about.
Set up the Breakfast Club IRL, goddammit. I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Needed that, Nate. Yes.
Let's do it.
Yeah, get your money.
Well, check out.
I want to ask one more question. What do you want new fans who see you for the first time on Netflix to walk away thinking?
I got a new top 5. Because for like 20 years, everybody says the same 5 names in rotation. And I think that it's time that we shake that up a little bit. Basketball got new stars. I'm not saying there's not a place for other people and we can all eat, but let's work together. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's a challenge, but I would like to see some of the OG black comics who've made a lot of money in the game reach back and create opportunities for the rest of the game.
Mhm.
There's Uptown, I guess, is closing. It's not black owned, but it's black ran. And so now I think there are 3 black owned clubs in America. I'm the biggest at 270 seats. I think when I look around on your wall and see all the successful African Americans and every dollar that got pulled down, that it makes no sense that we don't have more brick and mortars to do the craft we built.
Mm.
Why doesn't Martin have Wanda's?
Yeah.
Why doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Why isn't there a Kevin Hart comedy club?
Yeah.
God damn, you do comedy.
Mhm.
Make some money off the drinks for it. You got a liquor, sell only that in your club.
Yeah.
But there should be, and if that's not it, then let's get with the people who open businesses left and right, and then say, look, here's my name, my likeness, and I want some ownership, whatever. But there should be.
That makes sense. Joe Rogan got the comedy club in Austin now.
Still the mothership.
Yeah, I believe Dave is building one.
Dave has his now.
Yeah, he has
It's
one.
open. It's
Yeah,
open.
yeah. And so there may be 4. But that's, if you think about all of the money, every time who's been in the top 3 in comedy since, 1970? The majority of the top 3 top gross earning, I'm not even talking about whether you like them or not. I'm talking about highest grossing actor of the year was black.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it was Richard Pryor or Red Fox or Cat or Mike Epps or Kevin Hart or Martin or and if it wasn't one, it was an entity like Kings of Comedy or now 85 South. Why? Let's get the 85 Comedy Club.
Mm-hmm.
Let's expand and grow our industry, because if people want to come to shows,
Mm-hmm.
and then you control the buck, you control the dollar. There's no more you in the back getting ripped off, or they don't treat you right because now you know how to be treated. You know what I'm saying? And I want us to get it right too, because I have done other black-owned clubs and been like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
I don't play like that. We run a good show, but it's a lot to juggle the career and the club and make sure that it's still black excellence. But my team is thorough, so we hold it down. And if it works in one place, it should, in theory, work in another place.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that if I could leave something with the entertainers that are watching, man, what's up?
Yeah.
Open something. Open something. Let's get some comedy back on regular TV. Let's make comedy very easy to consume again.
Love that.
When I was a kid, you could go home and Comedy View was on, and Comedy Central had specials, and now you can't find no stand up unless you are like, let me put it on. I gotta find it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we need to get to a place where the Def Jams and the comedy, it feels like that again.
Yeah.
So if there's something I can leave with the people, I don't know, man. Just laugh, live your life to the fullest. And you deserve to laugh. So do it.
Yeah.
Nate Jackson, tell them where to follow you, brother.
NateJacksonComedy.com or at Mr. Nate Jackson on the gram or Nate Jackson Comedy on TikTok. Just tap in. NateJacksonComedy.com is where you can see everything. I'm ending the Super Funny World Tour here in the next couple of dates, and the Big Dog Tour starts right after that. International. We got Australia. It's crazy.
Damn, that is so
Get some
big.
tickets while there's any seats left. It's like that.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah,
Man,
I
much
did hear you
success to
say,
you, man.
I
and
did
keep
hear
growing.
you say you was doing shows and movies and stuff, casting and stuff.
You want to act in something?
Yeah, for sure.
I got some shit.
All right, cool.
Yeah, I got some shit.
Because I'm really, really good.
I almost forgot the movie. I'm tripping. So there's a movie with Seth Rogen, Keke Palmer, Keanu Reeves, and it's Aziz Ansari's directorial debut that comes out in October, and it's called Good Fortune, and I'm in that.
Dope.
Hey.
Dope.
So yeah. No, I got stuff.
Okay.
I just bought this red camera. It's about to go.
Harry, you want the red?
You can't tell me nothing.
Harry.
Can't tell me nothing.
Harry.
Check out Super Funny on Netflix now. Nate Jackson, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us, brother.
Appreciate you.
That's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Wake that ass up.
Earth in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
I had Aries Spears on my show recently.
Mhm.
And Aries, who's primarily a comedian, has also done some acting roles. He was in Jerry Maguire.
Sure.
And also he was like one of the leads on Mad TV for a long time. And he feels that a lot of rapper actors have no range. He named 50 Cent, Ice Cube, Common, and DMX.
You talking about rappers that can really act. People say DMX, Ice Cube.
Yeah, Ice Cube was the other one.
Yeah, so how far do you think it is for street niggas to play street niggas? If Ice Cube did a movie where he played a doctor and then did a movie where he played a lawyer, what would be different? Now, my man, comedian Tommy Chung had a great joke where he goes, Ice Cube is a guy at colleges. All right, Miss Johnson, I looked at your chart. Now get up on that thigh. And it was so funny because I'm going, that's what it would be. You know, somebody else said in the one movie, and I forget the name of the movie, but it was a movie with Sylvester Stallone where he and Arnold Schwarzenegger ran glass prisons. And 50 Cent played a computer hacker. And somebody goes, man, what about 50 Cent? He played a computer hacker. That's different. I said, you put glasses on a nigga and now he's a computer because he's nerdy with glasses. Get the fuck out of here. And listen, if you got the range and you got the ability, hats off to you.
Would you agree or disagree?
Acting range, yeah, I gotta agree with him, even though could ruffle some feathers there. But I mean, a lot of times they're hired to play basically their
Themselves.
persona. Yeah.
And you've acted with DMX.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done work with 50, Ice Cube, or Common?
No.
Okay, with DMX you have. And I mean, you can't
Well,
like argue.
I'm sorry about that, but Ice Cube, I don't know if I put in that same category.
Well, because you can do comedy.
Oh yeah.
But I feel like these days, well, okay, he does comedy and he does action.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's a straight man. He's a great straight man. He's done some really. I mean, that's
actually a good point.
very
Yeah,
comedic.
I didn't think about that. Yeah, he's more known for his comedy roles.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood was cool,
And
but he's
Boys in
more
the
known for Friday.
Yeah, but he turned in hella dramatic performances.
Has he?
Yeah, Boys in the
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but Boys in the Hood. You're right.
Higher Learning. Is it
Higher Learning? Yep. No, you're right.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I would damn sure take him off that list.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
50 does some acting, but he's really more behind the scenes.
I really haven't seen him in many things.
Yeah. Get Rich or Die Trying. He's in Power.
Yeah, I've never seen. I think
he's playing computer hacker, but these things like you put glasses on anyone, they'll look nerdy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm limited. I haven't really seen him. Have I seen? I think I saw Get Rich or Die Trying. I think that's the.
I think what Aries is really saying though, and I think this does kind of pertain to Ice Cube as well, is that when he says range, it's an actor that you forget is the real person.
You want to
anymore.
forget that he's
like a Daniel Day-Lewis will transform into a totally different human being.
Mm-hmm.
You forget that Lincoln is actually Daniel Day-Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
There's certain actors that like Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Eating Gilbert Grape and so
you
forth.
happen to be mentioning
the all-time greats.
No. You happen to be mentioning actors who are very eclectic and very have unusual range. But I'm telling you, the majority of actors play themselves.
Is that you in your case?
No, definitely not me in my case.
No, you don't feel you play Michael Jai White in most movies.
I very rarely play Michael Jai White. I feel like myself.
Oh, what's the role?
The person that I am right now, you don't usually see in movies.
Okay, well, I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't know.
More now, but I'm not.
Outlaw Johnny Black, my friend Michael. Pretty much.
I seem just like that character.
More or less.
Okay, that's
More or less.
I agree to disagree.
I don't feel it's a huge stretch. You're playing a tough guy in a Western movie.
Do I seem like a tough guy right now?
You don't seem like a soft guy right now.
Yeah, well, am I playing that? So the thing is, I'm a very eclectic person. Like,
okay.
If I don't want to be talking about my range or whatever.
What's the most out of character role you have ever played in a movie?
You should look at my acting reel.
I'm asking you, what's the most? I've seen most of your movies.
Well,
what's the most out of character, far from who you are role that you've ever played?
Well, I played. Man, there's a lot of really eclectic.
Name it.
Well, I forgot the character I played.
The most out of character Michael Jai White role.
Okay, yeah. 2 Days in the Valley. I don't know if you ever saw that.
I didn't see that. Who do you play in 2 Days in the Valley?
I play a very flamboyantly gay character in that movie.
Okay, well there you go. Okay. You've actually dispelled my point.
Right, yeah, but there's Why Did I Get Married is not the same dude as Spawn. It's not the same dude as Tyson. I'm not even me in that. Like, I do different roles.
I feel you.
You know what I mean?
All right, fair enough.
But
you do play a boxer. You do play Tyson. You are playing a boxer, and you were a martial artist before you played him. So that's not.
That's exactly the same. What are you talking about?
Stretch. Not a huge stretch.
Not a huge stretch. I'm playing a different human being that everybody
You're
fucking
always playing
knows.
in every role. You're playing a different human being.
Yeah, but
Unless you're doing a biopic,
do I
it's
seem like
always a
Mike
different-
Tyson sitting here?
No, but
Was I believable as Mike Tyson?
yes. Even
Okay.
Mike Tyson said so.
Yeah, well, that's not just because I'm a fighter. That I happen to have a physicality that I can't change. But you know what role that I almost I was it's like a hell. This is a funny story, but I was first approached and was the leading candidate for Basquiat.
Wow. You look nothing like Basquiat.
Yes, I actually. Well, here's what's
At all.
No, this is no bullshit.
And that's going to be your sister's reason.
In '93,
Okay.
right, I had an audition for a movie called Build a Fort, Set It on Fire. It's the Jean-Michel Basquiat story.
Okay.
I got the sides. I'm going, what the hell am I going to do with this? At the time, I was like, I wasn't known. I was living in the gym. I was like working out all the time. I was like 235 ripped, I go to this audition, and I'm like, well, I guess I gotta basically, I'll be auditioning for something else. I'll audition as a character, but this is ridiculous. I can't play Basquiat. He was a heroin addict. Maybe might have weighed 110 pounds, right?
Yeah.
So I audition, I get called back, and I get called back again. And of course, the callback, there's like me and a bunch of Lenny Kravitzes. like I look like, what am I, the bodyguard? It doesn't make any sense. And at the time, Joanna Ray was one of the biggest casting directors in Hollywood. And I kept going back, kept getting called back. And I'm thinking, and I would try to dress like in raggedy clothes. I try to hide my size in a way. And I'm going, why the hell do they keep calling me back? And I ended up, one of my last auditions, she gives me a videotape of Jean-Michel Basquiat that a friend of his gave her. It was a birthday party. And so she says, look, you're doing such an amazing job. I want you to look at this and study it. Yeah, I took it home and I was like, oh yeah, the guy's like this big. This feels like a prank. You know what I mean? I come back, my agents, man, they love you. You're the lead. You're like, what? Now I'm reading with other people. And I'm reading as Basquiat. And these famous people I'm reading against. And I'm like, this is the most fucked up prank in the world. Do they not see what I look like? Yeah, I did have I felt like a good grasp on the internal of what this character was.